Okay, so if you're like me, you never stop looking for ways to manage your weight and jumpstart your metabolism. And you may not know this, but protein is your secret weapon to achieving both. Protein has many other benefits as well. That's why we hear so many nutritionists tell us we need to get more protein into our diets. Joining us today is Dr. Gaby Cora, executive wellness doctor and coach. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so tell me right off the bat, why is protein so important?
Well, protein is very important. These days, we're dealing with 35% of Americans being obese, adult Americans, and about 20% of kids being obese as well. So increasing our protein intake in the morning allows us to have the fuel that we need to be healthy and to be able to approach so many pressures that we have in our everyday life. And protein really gives us that fuel to get our muscle building and going and to stay healthy and fit.
So how much protein would an average adult need, or, a teenager, to get that muscle going and the fat, trim?
In general, a woman may need about 46 grams of protein a day.
Okay, very good. So here's another thing that I've heard lately, and I want you to tell me if it's true or false. True or false? Is it true that we should think of having protein first thing in the morning?
Well, we need protein at different times throughout the course of the day. For example, after a very strenuous exercise, we may need protein again. And then we may need it in snacks. So it's not good for us to take all the protein at once.
Okay, good advice. Now, I think protein, and the first two things that come to mind are poultry and meat. But, for some people that really don't want to eat that, there's other options, right?
There's many options. And for example, here we have some examples. Fish, like tuna.
Love tuna.
Beans, we have nuts.
Oh, I love nuts.
We also have tofu and other kinds of nuts and beans. And more important also, we have dairy products that can also give us all the protein intake that we need.
And what's really great about protein, at least for me, I still like to include the carbs in a diet, and I believe it's very important to do that, right, doctor?
Yes, absolutely. We need carbohydrates, we need fat too. But we need protein to stay healthy and fit and try to minimize obesity, problems with high blood pressure, and having some other health problems that we could really avoid by having a good meal with good exercise.
All right, so I'm hungry this morning, and I'm going to pick the nuts. Thank you so much. As always, you're the best.
My pleasure.
Thank you. See you next time.
See you next time.
All right. And speaking of jump-starting your morning with protein, my next guest, Dimiceli, has taken protein to a whole new level. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here. I got to tell you, the first thing I thought was, okay, wait a minute. Coffee creamer and protein. What made you come up with this?
Well, I have 4 kids.
God bless you.
And I own a business.
God bless you twice.
So I'm busy. My youngest son was diagnosed with a learning disability, and his doctor taught us how important it was to have protein first thing in the morning. And I had been looking for ways to start my morning with protein, and that was challenging. So I started my journey toward whipped cream in my own kitchen. And I knew that I wanted something that would be all natural, gluten-free. It has as much protein as an egg. Oh. It's got 50% of the recommended daily intake of vitamin D3.
Awesome, and I know you have 2 flavors. You have the chocolate and vanilla. I love vanilla. So you did good there. I love the idea, and I just pour it into my coffee every single morning?
You do, yes.
Tastes good?
Great, wonderful.
Can I give this to my kids?
Yes. There are several great ways that kids can use it. You can put it in oatmeal to add protein. My children love it as a hot cocoa, so just hot water. You can add it to milk.
Great idea.
Lots of great ways.
And it's good for them.
It's wonderful for them.
All right, so why don't we do something? After we say goodbye, let's have some Cuban coffee, and I'll put some whipped cream in there.
Love to.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck to you. I'm glad your son is doing well.
Thank you.
And of course, we've been speaking with whipped cream creator Dimiceli. And to learn more about whipped cream, visit whippedcream.com. Vanilla.